Two Surface flagships, two different approaches, one big question. Which one really delivers? On the left, the classic clamshell Surface Laptop 5, elegant and reliable. And on the right, the versatile Surface Pro 9 i7, blending tablet power with laptop flexibility. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Okay, before we dive deep, let me show you our big picture mind map for this comparison. Here's what we'll be looking at: price, performance, battery life, display, webcam and audio, ports and connectivity, portability, and finally, design and flexibility. Everything that matters when you're deciding on your next device. Let's jump right into the first category. So let's kick things off with price. Starting with the Surface Laptop 5. It's got a lower starting price, which is nice if you want a solid classic laptop without all the extras. It's kind of predictable, honestly, because every configuration feels like what you'd expect for a regular laptop. The top models do get pricey, and you don't get a bunch of stuff in the box, but what you see is pretty much what you pay for. Now, on the flip side, the Surface Pro 9 i7. It's basically a pick-your-own-adventure. You get touch and pen support and loads of options. But hey, don't forget you'll need to buy a keyboard and maybe a pen on the side. So those dollar signs start stacking up fast. Basically, Surface Laptop 5 is friendlier for your wallet. And yeah, that means our winner in price is the Laptop 5. Moving on to performance. The Surface Laptop 5, honestly, super consistent. You've got 12th gen Intel Core i5 or i7 chips, and it kind of just powers through most tasks, especially the longer ones. It's not the fanciest in terms of graphics. Don't expect gaming magic or ARM-powered stuff, but for everyday work, it's reliable. As for the Surface Pro 9 i7, it packs the same Intel chip action, plus an ARM model for the folks who really care about battery or 5G. But the thin tablet chassis means things can get a bit dicey under heavy load, like it might throttle a bit. And gaming? Nah, still not its strong suit. On performance, it's super close, honestly, so it's a tie. Next up, battery life. The Surface Laptop 5, especially the 13.5-inch version, claims up to 18 hours. But in real life, you're probably seeing 10 to 12 hours for normal stuff. Pretty solid, but heavy tasks will still eat that up faster. Now, the Surface Pro 9 i7 is rated for up to 15 to 16 hours. There's also an ARM model if battery life is what you crave, with up to 19 hours. But that's not the i7 version. One thing, with the Pro 9, using it as a tablet plus keyboard and pen will nibble away at your battery a little more. So for most people, the Surface Laptop 5 is going to last you longer between charges. Yep, Laptop 5 wins on battery. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. That Pro 9's 120 Hz display, it's not just for smooth pen action. It can actually switch down to 60 Hz on the fly to save battery. So you get crazy smoothness and better battery life. Love that little touch. All right, on to displays. The Laptop 5's screen is bright. Comes in 13.5 or 15 inches, and Dolby Vision IQ makes movies or meetings look pretty slick. But, little heads up, it's at 60 Hz refresh, so don't expect buttery smooth scrolling or pen input. Bezels are a bit thicker too, not the thinnest. Now, here's where the Surface Pro 9 i7 gets kinda exciting. It's rocking a super sharp 13-inch display, way higher pixel density, and wait for it, 120 Hz refresh rate. That means scrolling, pen input, and drawing, ridiculously smooth. Plus, it just feels more modern. Sure, it's a bit smaller and glare can happen in tablet mode, but honestly, this is where the Pro 9 i7 just shows off. Pro 9 i7 takes the win for display. Webcam and audio. So Surface Laptop 5 is sticking with a 720p webcam, not the sharpest kid on the block. It does have dual studio mics and Windows Hello, but it's nothing groundbreaking for 2025. Surface Pro 9 i7, though. Front camera is 1080p, way clear for video calls. And there's a rear 10-megapixel camera if you ever want to snap something. Dual far-field mics and Dolby Atmos speakers means your Zoom calls and music actually sound awesome. Not much to complain about here at all. So, if webcam and sound matter, Surface Pro 9 i7 is the clear winner. Ports and connectivity. Laptop 5 gives you Thunderbolt 4, USB-A, and Surface Connect for charging, which feels classic and workable. Only downside, no SD card reader. Pro 9 i7 doubles up on USB-C, with both being Thunderbolt 4, and it upgrades to Wi-Fi 6E, so it's a tad more future-proof for networks. But you lose the USB-A, and there's no headphone jack. So, honestly, it's kind of a toss-up. Some people may want the old ports, some the new. This one's a tie. Portability. Okay, now the Laptop 5 is pretty slim and lightweight for a clamshell, but and here's that big but. It still weighs almost 2.8 pounds for the 13.5-inch. So when you're tossing it in a backpack, you'll notice it. Surface Pro 9 i7 is kinda a champ here. Without the keyboard, it's just 1.94 pounds. Yeah, If you add the keyboard, it grows a bit. But overall, this thing is ultra-light and super thin. Commuters, students, folks on the move, Pro 9 i7 is dreamy for portability. Gotta give it to the Pro 9 i7 here. Design and flexibility. Surface Laptop 5 is classic. Premium aluminum style. Looks clean, but it's just a laptop. No touch or pen, no flexible moves. The Surface Pro 9 i7 flips the script. Not only can you pop it off as a tablet, but you can customize the keyboard and pen. And the kickstand means you can tweak it to any angle, whether you're drawing, typing, or binge watching. Downside, using it on your lap can be a little awkward compared to a real laptop. But overall, the flexibility is just on another level. So, Surface Pro 9 i7 comes out ahead for design. So, just to zoom out for a sec, here's the score radar. Seeing how both devices stack up across each category. You can really tell where each one shines and where they're just kinda neck to neck. So, after sizing up everything, here's my honest take. If you're looking for a straight-up laptop that just works, all-day battery, solid keyboard, really dependable, the Surface Laptop 5 is still a fantastic pick. But if you want to switch it up, do some handwriting, go full-on tablet mode, or tote around the absolute lightest setup possible, the Surface Pro 9 i7 just does more. It's way more flexible, and honestly, that's pretty hard to resist. Found this comparison useful? Stick around and check back for more practical tech breakdowns. You know I'll keep it real for you next.